What's happening, fight fans? Welcome back to the MMA Mindset Wolkernite Fight Championship 9 on the 26th of July. Unbelievable card that we've got waiting for you. So make sure that you do get down and do not miss it. Link in the description for tickets, or go through the fighters. Make sure you get tickets through them as well. If you can't attend for whatever reason, livemma.co.uk as usual for the pay-per-view. But if you can, just make sure you get down. And then obviously when 10 gets announced as well, make sure you get down to that event. But without further ado, I'm joined by one of the gentlemen who is involved in I think it'll be the first boxing title that we've had on the show. Harry Dunnion, how you doing, my man?
I'm fine, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, pal. All right.
Good.
So obviously taking on Jack Simpson, a guy we've seen a lot over the last few events. Obviously, we've not seen you for a couple of events. How's things been going? How's training been going? And obviously sort of the recovery after the last bout.
Yeah, great. I said the last bout I obviously fought on Saturday, but on the Wednesday I got really ill and I didn't realise how ill I was. But I thought I should be all right. I'll fight anyways. People are coming to watch. And then after the fight, I went to the doctors and I had pneumonia. It turned out, so probably wasn't the best idea on my end. But I had about a week off work. I went straight back to it, and now we're fitter than ever, ready to go.
Yeah, do you think that sort of changed maybe if you're ever not 100% leading up to a fight, how you'd approach it again? Obviously, because you never quite know unless you go get seen what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. I think I was trying to be too much of a man about it. You don't want to see like you're pulling out, but you should definitely get checked out if you're not feeling well because things like pneumonia and stuff like that can really take a toll on you if you're not careful.
Yeah, definitely. In terms of your opponent, Jack Simpson, obviously someone that we've seen a lot on a bit of a streak at the moment, where we're yet to kind of see someone really take it to him and get in his face and kind of put the pressure on him. Is that something that you've noticed and something maybe that you plan on doing? Is making sure that you're not giving him that room that he needs to kind of work?
Yeah, yeah. I've seen. Yeah, he's a great fighter. I've seen his fights. He likes to be on the front foot a lot, and I'm not walking backwards. So it'll be a clash of heads in the middle of the ring because I will go for it just as
Yeah.
much as he will.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is the first time that we've had a boxing fight on the card that's had like a title attached to it. Do you think that gives it another level? Because sometimes people could deal with that pressure, and other times people kind of crumble under it.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. You want to win anyways, but you want to win a lot more when there's a belt on the line. So he'll definitely be coming for it a lot more, and I will give it absolutely everything this time.
Yeah. In terms of kind of your training camp and stuff, what's kind of been the main focus of this training camp, or have you kind of just been bringing everything together?
Just piecing everything together, getting better at everything I've already got. Just upping the cardio to the maximum, making sure that that is okay after recovering from the illness. But we're fitter than we've ever been this time.
Yeah. Have you competed since obviously the last event we saw you at?
No, I've been in like just a constant training camp. Even when I didn't have this fight lined up, I've just been in training camp, just making sure that when I'm coming out again, like I'm coming out now, it's going to be with pure force.
Yeah, well, I know it's quite cliche to say, and people say it's a lot. I've never felt better, and oh, yeah, it's the best version of myself. But do you feel like that's true for yourself? Do you feel like you've really refocused and made a lot of steps forward during this like long camp?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But I don't think people lie when they say it because if you are always training, you are always getting better, which in turn you should always be the best version of yourself, which I believe I am.
Yeah. In terms of actually the fight on the night, what are you sort of expecting from Jack? Because I know what I'm kind of expecting, but it's different when you ask the actual fighter what they're sort of expecting from the night.
I believe he's going to try and walk me back to the cage a lot. Try to put me on the back foot with his jab because he's quite a long fighter. I think he's got a tiny bit of height on me, but it's no problem. But so I'm not walking backwards. It's we'll be seeing if he can fight on his back foot.
Yeah. In terms of what something I know about Jack is he's a good lad. He's a nice person. Stuff. Does that make it like 'cause in the mindset of a fighter? Does that make it any different for you, or do you just kind of have to remove all sort of emotions and whether a person's actually a good guy from the fight?
Oh yeah, I bet he's a top geezer. So there'll be no disrespect there'll be no disrespect at all. But like once we're in the ring, like all respect switches are turned off. Like, it's wartime, and then as soon as the fight's over, it's back to respect.
Yeah. And without giving too much away, do you sort of have not such a game plan, but a sort of an idea about how you're going to approach the fight to kind of nullify anything that he's going to do well?
Yeah, I've got a few tricks up my sleeves. His last opponent, Cody, I actually trained with him. So I've got a good bit of insight on him. I can only go off how Cody thought he fought, anyways. But he might change his tactics up. But as far as the last fight goes, I'll be ready for him.
Yeah, I don't want this to come across like I'm giving you tips, especially when I go speak to Jack and Jack's like, "Hey, why are you telling us?" But I think he likes to go to the body a lot as well. I think the body is something that he can target quite a lot. Is that something you've seen?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I say it's probably the best shots in boxing. If you can take that body down, then you just chop them down as you go. I like body shots as well, so we'll see who can take the most of them.
Yeah. And in terms of the rest of the year, I know obviously you had some time out with the illness and kind of getting back to full strength, but how are you wanting to get quite a few under your belt before the end of the year?
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely. Since like now I'm back to top fitness. I'm ready to just get the ball rolling, get as much fights in as I can, not just willy-nilly, but good organised fights, and just keep them rolling for as long as I can.
Yeah, and we're looking on Saturday, it'll be 4 weeks until the event. What are the sort of like next 4 weeks looking like for you in terms of like a training schedule? And do you have any sort of like weight to cut for this fight?
Yeah, I've got I can't remember what we're meeting at. I think I've got to lose 2 more kilos, I think. But it's going to be grueling training. It's 6, 7 sessions a week, running in my own time, gym in my own time. It's non-stop action until we get to fight night.
Yeah, well, whenever I speak to fighters, they always say the training camp's more like the difficult part of it. The actual night when you're getting in the king the ring or the cage is kind of the easy part.
Yeah, yeah, it's weird. It's a long build up, and then it's like a smooth sail in the ring. It's like you're flying, but then it's just like you're bleeding for 8 weeks in fight camp.
Yeah. Well, you need to fix 8 weeks of training, and then from your walkout to the fight, and then getting back to it could be 15 minutes. So
Yeah,
it's literally 8 weeks of like pain for 15 minutes of hopefully potential glory.
yeah.
But obviously after this bout, if you do come out with the title, like I said, it's just a big moment for you. How would you plan on sort of celebrating that, or would it be short-lived, straight back into training and get your head down ready for another fight?
Uh, Take the belt, and then I want the rematch of Alex, and I'll go straight back to training camp on Monday.
Yeah, well, like I said, unbelievable fight. I'm so excited for a boxing title as well. And yeah, two really good guys who I know we're not gonna shy away from the combat. So yeah, Harry, thank you so much for coming on, mate. I really appreciate your time. And super excited to see you on the night and yeah, see what you can do and see how much you've come on.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, not a problem. Make sure you do get your tickets. Like I said, links in the description. 26th of July, gonna be unbelievable. But once again, Harry, all the best, and I'll see you in July.
Thank you very much.
Nice one. Thank you, mate. Cheers.